All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Baqar, the belongers to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Yeah, I pretty much just wanted to do a video. All right, I was watching the Elder Apostle Ramlog's video, his stream. I didn't get all the way into it, but concerning how things haven't really hit yet. So Jake, all right, Jake is in the mindset of they're still in the mindset of being lulled to sleep. Being in that docile state of mind. Okay, but going into what we're doing, all right, what we're doing now, all right, blessings of an intelligent man. Okay, as the scriptures say, which we're going to start off with that here in the book of Isaiah, all right, chapter 33, and verse 6. Okay, because what we're doing is we're really you said it sounds muffled. All right, hold on a second. Let me know if the sound is better. Yeah, let me know if the sound is better. But yeah, what we're doing right now is we're really planning our escape. Okay, as the scriptures say that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. All right, what we're doing is we're planning our escape. All right, and that comes by way of the wisdom that we're acquiring. Okay, because in any operation, in any plan, all right, that you set up, if you go haywire or you panic, okay, you're gonna mess up the operation. Okay, you have to be calm and you have to be level-headed, okay, so to speak. Now I'm gonna get a quick precept here in the book of Second Esdras, um, the ninth chapter, okay, and starting at the verse 7. It says, "And every one," Second Esdras chapter 9, verse 7, "and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning." So those that are going to be saved are going to what? They're going to escape the judgment to come. But now, notice how I mentioned work. Okay, now, yes, we know what the main thing is, but a part, all right, of the work is gaining wisdom. Okay, that's a part of the work. When you sit down and you read, or you sit down and you listen to these videos and you learn and you study, that is a form of work that is eventually, all right, gonna help us escape from the times to come. All right, right now we're planning our escape, so when all hell breaks loose, we're gonna be level-headed and we're gonna be able to go through and endure the things that are coming with the forced vax and so on and so forth. Now, I was reading an article earlier today, and it mentioned how in India, okay, in India there was this man who basically was a part of the trials, and after he had taken it, okay, his wife was saying how he was acting abnormally, okay, and he was basically feeling muscle aches and feeling very sick, and he was acting abnormally, and when they took him to the hospital, all right, which I believe that this is just a lie or a cover up, they said that his sickness and his ailments weren't related to him being a part of the trials, okay, for the jab or the potion. Okay, now they said that he had I forgot the name of what they called it, but it's basically a brain dysfunction. All right, it's like when it's a symptom or a disease that actually changes your brain function, your brain structure. All right, which in turn affects how you think and all those different things. Now they said that he had that already, okay, before becoming or partaking in that, being a test or a test dummy. But his wife said now he's worse than he was before. So the hospitals are saying that, oh yeah, whatever it is, it's not related to the potion that we gave him as a test. But so how come he's worse now than he was before? Yeah, he has certain symptoms. All right, he was a certain kind of way, but his wife who actually lives with him, all right, is saying how basically like the way his brain is functioning and everything is different. So basically, all right, this is they're trying to cover up, all right, what is potentially in this potion. Remember, it carries what? mRNA. That's messenger RNA. That whatever message is gonna send into your cells and your proteins and da 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 da, you don't know. Okay, so can it send? Because you can, your body gives certain commands to eliminate certain cells. I believe it's called apoptosis or whatever, these scientific terms are. Okay, but there's a certain process, cell destruction process that your body can undergo. If there's a malfunctioning cell, or if there's a certain situation where certain cells need to be destroyed, the cells can self-destruct, okay, within your body. But that has to be programmed. The code or the authority, the instructions have to be given to them for them to do that. Okay, so now, being that your whole body's practically made up of different cells that perform different functions, could this message carry some message to a certain part of your brain as to where it destroys or disrupts a certain function in your brain? Well, they've already done studies on it that the VMAT2 gene, or the God gene, they're trying to basically take that away, so that your ability to express faith and your ability to believe in a higher power is basically suppressed. It's taken away. All right, and when that happens, you're basically now gonna be able to become a full transhumanist. All right, but with the wisdom, all right, that we've gained from this truth, we know to avoid that. We know not to trust it. Okay, you have certain people that are saying, no, go ahead and take it and trust it and so on and so forth, but that's because they don't have the blessings of an intelligent man. Okay, and therefore they're not going to be able to escape the times that we're coming into. Okay, that's right. Shemayim Guerrero, it's lucky if I'm not pronouncing it right, but we'll just call you Shemayim for now. Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. Verse 5, uh, oh, that ye would altogether hold your peace, and it should be your wisdom. Exactly, because what's going to happen when they spew out whatever they're spewing out of their mouth? It's really going to lead to people's destruction. Okay? You can be cunning deceitfully, all right, to lead people, all right, into treachery and into their deaths. Now let's get into this. This is the book of Proverbs. The book of Isaiah, Salakia, chapter 33, verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." Okay, so wisdom and knowledge is gonna be what's gonna keep us stable. All right. You see, I believe there's a scripture in Proverbs that talks about how basically the wisdom, all right, or the wiseness of a man is stronger than like 10 men, or like can take down a whole city, something along those lines. Because in any war, you need a strategy, you need a war plan. You can't just run up in there, no matter how strong you are. If you do not know how, or you don't have a strategy or war plan, you're gonna get destroyed. All right. So really, a lot of these wars and these even when you read about Alexander's wars and all these different wars, they had tactics. Whether they send the war elephants first, their formations and all that, that also plays a role in the war. But that's what? Strategy. So that is also a form of wisdom, all right, in that aspect. All right, so that's strategy, and that's how they know, okay, if my enemy has this many this many that, how should I position this here, where, and do this to get them? So it's really about what's up here. All right, that's why it says wisdom and knowledge is what's going to keep us stable. Because, man, you could be the most feeble brother out there, all of that, but you can still manage to survive longer, all right, or survive all throughout Jacob's trouble, as compared to somebody that looked like the Hulk's son. You know, it's not, what I'm saying, like, it's not about how strong you are. That's not what's going to keep you stable, because when all hell is breaking loose, your strength is going to fail you. But if you have the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're going to be calm. You're going to know what to do and what not to do, where to go and where not to go, what to stay away from. All right, and these things are going to keep you calm, because okay, when this happens, I'll do this. So let's keep going. I'm going to read it again. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times," because when we know the things that are about to happen, it keeps us stable. You see, a lot of these people don't have a clue as to what's about to happen on the face of the earth. So it's going to be a surprise onto them. They're going to be in shock. Like, whoa, what the hell is this? Like people dropping dead of this, famines here and there. We expect that. So we have sort of like a mental checklist that we're going to check off when we see these things happening. All right. People might bug out because they don't know how long. They don't know what's coming next. They don't know, what is going on, but we know what to expect. So we're going to be calm. We know, okay, once this happens, all right, the chip, all right, then then the missiles, okay, then Yahushua returns. So we already know what the program is. And we know we just got to keep on enduring, all right, resist the chip, no matter what the case is. We know a couple different scenarios that could take place if you do resist the chip, all right? So we already have our minds prepared for certain scenarios that might take place, all right? And that'll keep you calm, so when you go through the scenario, you're not bugging out, all right? And then it says what? The strength of salvation, strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure, because that's where it all starts. Okay, so now let's go into the book of Proverbs. All right, and this is the chapter that I want to go through, Proverbs, the 7th chapter, which where we're about to read, basically likens wisdom or philosophies onto a woman, because you have wisdom, which is the good woman, and then you have all these other philosophies, which are the whores, the harlots, and the bad women, okay? That'll mislead you. So this is Proverbs chapter 7, all right, verse 1. It says, my son, keep my words, because now at the top it says the wiles of a harlot, right? Now, the reason these other philosophies are compared or likened onto harlots is because they let anybody get it, That's why you have so many people that are Christianity, for example. How many people are in Christianity? So if you were to think about it on a metaphorical sense, she giving it up to everybody. You got billions of people all up in that. Islam, billions of people all up in that. All these other philosophies, you have so many people that are in that, because they give it up easy. All right. Now, when you come to this truth, the scriptures tell you that wisdom isn't gonna just give it up to everybody. All right. As a matter of fact, let's read that real quick. Okay. Because these other philosophies, though, man, you don't have to really go through any trials. It's simple. You want to become a Christian, or you want to be, this is all you have to do, and that's it. And all the so-called secrets of Christianity will be unleashed or exposed to you easily, light work. But see, when you come into this truth, it's not so. In this truth, man, you're gonna go through some stuff to really gain, all right, the wisdom. There, Yasharal the chosen for wisdom of Solomon 1 and 4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject to sin. But now, when you look at Christianity, for example, which would be likened unto a harlot woman, okay, anybody could be a Christian. I mean, you could just commit, you could be a serial killer who just raped and murdered a chick. You wipe your hands clean. You say, I want to be a Christian. Oh, okay, come this way. You just got to accept our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and you'll be good. Oh, word? Yeah, that's it. Whatever you a homo? You a sodomite? You want to be a Christian? Come on in. She's a hoe. Anybody could be a Christian. Anybody could join it. Anybody can get a piece of that. But this truth has restrictions. You have to be tried. All right. You have to basically marry this truth before you can get, you can get it. All right. Before, just like a woman, a virtuous woman, she ain't just gonna give it up to you. You gotta, in a sense, be proven onto her to where she can trust you before you get to the deeper parts, physically and metaphorically. Okay. And so that's what this truth is likened onto. It's likened onto a woman that you have to really get to know to where she can trust you before she'll give up the secrets to you. Before you start understanding certain things, and it comes with time. All the secrets of this truth, you're not going to get on day one. You have to go through certain things. All right. You got to catch hell for this truth before wisdom will really open herself onto you. That's not like these other philosophies. That's why it's so easy for people to that's why a lot more people want to join these other groups, because they're hoes and it's easy to get. If you got a horny ass dude in the street, he'd rather just hit up a chick that gonna let him and the rest of the football team run a train on her, than have to go wait 6 months to a year dealing with a virgin or dealing with a new chick before he could get some box. So he'd say, nah, I don't want to put in all that work for that, man. Right now, I'm not trying to hear that. Right now, I'm just trying to get some shit. So he just boom, whatever. If I gotta be number 59 in the list of trains to run on this chick, as long as I get mine, I'm good. That's how these people are, all right, in terms of, and I'm speaking metaphorically here, you know. Yeah, continuing here, Yasharal the Chosen, Wisdom of Solomon 1:6. For wisdom is a loving spirit and will not acquit a blasphemer of his words. For the Most High is witness of his reigns and a true beholder of his heart and a hearer of his tongue. So you ain't gonna get this wisdom just like that. It ain't gonna be easy for you to just get this wisdom. Okay. So it says the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 2, verse let me see. I think it's the second chapter. I know it says she will walk with him by crooked ways. Or maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's a different chapter that I can't remember at the moment. If a brother could find it, just post it on a comment board for me, for Baqar. All right. Basically goes into wisdom, walking with you by crooked ways. When you first get this truth, it says she will walk with him by crooked ways. I thought it was the second chapter of Ecclesiasticus, but I think maybe it's somewhere else. All right, but oh, it's the fourth chapter. The water, brother, the water. Let's get that 4 and 17. Okay, so this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, verse 4, chapter 4, and I'll start at verse 16. It says, if a man commit himself unto her, referring unto wisdom, okay, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Okay, and that is how a virtuous woman, she's not easy to get. So the process of you going through to be able to get her comfortable enough with you, for you to be able to get places, it's a dreadful process. You have to go through this. You got to do this. You like, damn, girl. But that's how wisdom is. Okay, that's why she's likened onto like a virtuous woman, as opposed to these other philosophies which are likened onto harlots. Okay, it says and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. You see, when you're dealing with a woman, all right, that's virtuous, after she finally can trust you and she gets comfortable with you, she gonna, what I'm saying, like, she's there forever, basically. Now, of course, in Babylon, we all know it's exceptions because it's Babylon, but in terms of just speaking generally, she's basically like your ride or die. Especially if she's like a virgin or something, she's gonna stay right there. Everything you need, she's gonna do it for you, because now she can trust you. And it's almost like a completely different person. You're like, when I first met you, and you put me through hell, but it was for you to go through that so she could trust you, so she can now, basically open up everything. And that's how wisdom is. So really, that's a part of the blessings of an intelligent man. You won't find that out until wisdom can actually trust you and start revealing that to you. So it says, with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. It says, then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him, and will give him over to his own ruin. Now, if you're dealing with a whore, right? You could cheat on a whore. What you think? She going, oh, you cheated on me, I can't trust you anymore, my trust is broken, da-da-da. She really doesn't care. All right? So when it comes to this, like Christianity, for example, I'm just using that as an example of a harlot woman. You can relapse 2 million times, and do the most vilest, wickedest things and just come back and say, oh, I did this and I'm sorry and I want Jesus to love me again. Pastor say, okay, give me your bank account, send about half of that into the tithes box and you're going to be fine. And then you're good. But this truth is not like that. Once you mess up in this truth, man, you mess up when dealing with wisdom. If the Lord don't have mercy on you, that's it. You're done. Okay? Like I said, she's going to forsake you. Just like if you were dealing with a actual woman, who's virtuous, because once she's committed herself to you and you break that heart, then it's a whole nother picture. Okay? It says, okay, so I think that's all I'm going to read on that. So now let's actually get into Proverbs, the 7th chapter. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 1. It says, my son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them with thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. Okay? And that's just metaphorical talk for basically holding this wisdom and this truth in a very high esteem and holding it very near and dear to you. Okay? It says, say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman. Okay? Now, when you gain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, when you gain good information, truth, all right, what does that keep you from? It keeps you from the other information, the false information. The truth keeps you from lies, just like the lies keep you from the truth. So it's just like one woman keeping you from another woman, or that woman keeping you from this woman. All right? It says that they may keep thee from the strange woman, and that's these other philosophies. All right? So when you read in Revelation, the 14th chapter, and it mentions how the 144,000 were virgins because they were not defiled with women, that's talking about philosophies. It's not referring on to actual physical women. Okay? It says, continuing in verse 5, for the stranger which flattereth with her words, or from the stranger which flattereth with her words. Once again, it's using these metaphors, but it's really talking about these other philosophies. Okay? It says, for at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones. All right? I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding. Okay? It says, and that's why the scriptures say the simple believeth every word. And it's basically carried about with every wind of doctrine. But it says what? The prudent man looketh into his goings. Okay? So when you have this truth, okay, you're not going to be likened unto a simple man. All right? See, a simp, dealing on a carnal level, a simp is called a simp because he lacks wisdom on how to be an alpha male. He lacks those qualities on knowing, he lacks understanding of female nature. So he doesn't understand how a woman actually works. So in his mind, he thinks, oh, I just got to do this. I just got to do that. She says this, I'm here. I'm right up under her ass. But he's wondering why things ain't going right for him. All right. He's void of understanding. Okay. It says, and that's why in Proverbs, the 1st chapter, it tells you how wisdom crieth without. All right. Matter of fact, let me get that because it links up with this. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20, it says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. And then I'm going to jump down. Actually, I'll just read through verse 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city, she uttereth her words, saying, this is what wisdom says. Verse 22, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? Okay? Because wisdom can tell if you're simple, if you're a simp, all right, spiritually and physically, all right, or if you're an intelligent man, if you're a prudent man, based on how you act and how you move. Okay? It says, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. So wisdom is what's crying through us, all right, telling you people, man, to stop with your wicked ways. Stop sleeping with the strange woman. All right? See, when you're out here performing the acts of this world, living your life after the ways of this world, you're sleeping with a strange woman. So when we look at these people, it's like how we read here, where it says, "For at the window of my house I looked through my casement and beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding." So when we look at these people, we're sort of in this stead looking at them because we have wisdom, but because we have wisdom, we can see how they're void of understanding. Based on how they move, based on the judgments they receive, we can see how they are simple people. All right. And we warn them, okay, that they don't go in that path because that simplicity is going to lead them to their death. So continuing, verse 7, it says, verse 8, talking about the young man, all right, void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner. And he went the way to her house in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. Why? Because the strange woman is darkness. Okay, so of course she's gonna be out when it's her atmosphere. You know, she's gonna lead you, because look, this is the path that the young man had to take to get to her. Right? It says what? Passing through the street near her corner. And what was the description or the setting of her corner? Did it say light? Did it say purity? No, it says what? And he went the way to her house. Where's her house located? In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. Okay. And behold, because once again, being that it's likened unto a whore or a prostitute, usually you don't find prostitutes out in the broad daylight, 10 a.m. in the morning, walking all down the streets. Even GTA shows you that. You know, you playing GTA, you trying to find a prostitute, you wait till it's nighttime, and then you drive around certain neighborhoods and stuff, and you'll see them doing a dramatic ass walk with their bags swinging all different angles and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna really find them in the daytime. It's usually at night that they come out. All right. It says, verse 10, and behold, there met him a woman with an attire of a harlot and subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn, her feet abide not in her house. Now she is without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. Okay, and that's why everywhere you go, you hearing something new. One person is saying this, one person is saying that. Hey, there's more strange women out here than there is the truth. You know why? Because the truth is in her house. If you want the truth, you got to go to that house. You got to come to the house of the Lord to find wisdom, the truth. But these hoes, man, these harlots, these other philosophies, they be out everywhere, every which way. Even within the Israelite thing, there's strange women. You know, different philosophies, different doctrines. So you can find her everywhere. You go into Christianity, there's different divisions of the strange woman. You got Baptist, Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah Wickedness, all right, Methodist, and this group, the Catholics here, and this group here, you know. And then you got the deeper levels. You got the Jesuits and the Freemasons here, and they're also a part of the strange woman. All right, you got the Muslims here. You got the Buddhists here. I mean, every corner you gonna find some bugged out thing to hear. You know, and that's why we're able to constantly do videos, because every 2 seconds somebody's coming out with something strange, or somebody's sleeping with a strange woman, and they coming about to tell us their whole story about it. All right, I slept with this woman today. Did you know that the mark of the beast is actually not the chip? He done slept with her, you know? Or, oh, y'all slept with this woman today. Yo, come to find out, the missiles ain't even in the Bible. He done slept with the strange woman, you know? Oh, what really, the 144,000 and the this and the left behind doctrine, oh, he done slept with the strange woman, you know? So really, because we're sleeping with the right woman, which is wisdom, we can discern all these people that are sleeping with the strange woman. Because anything that is not pertaining to this truth is a strange woman. All right. So it says, continuing, it says she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me this day. This day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee. Now there's a scripture that says, a man whose ways is pleasing unto the Lord will escape the snares, okay, of a woman. There's another scripture that says, her ways are basically bands and nets, basically to catch, all right, these men. I think it might be, let me see if I can find it real quick. I have a feeling it's in Ecclesiasticus. I want to say the 25th. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can try to find this precept. And if not, I just paraphrase it, quote it. Hey, brothers is on point, man. Hey, yeah, that's it. Yasharal the Chosen, Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Lord shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So you have physical women, but then you also have the strange woman. Remember, this, as we just read, is an attribute of a woman. So when you're dealing with a strange woman, she's going to carry the attributes of a woman. All right. So that's why, as we read here, it says what? She caught him and kissed him. So he got caught up in them nets and them snares. And that's why a lot of these people, when they get caught up into these, you wonder why somebody can bug out so much over such a little tiny thing. They can't let go of it because they're trapped. They're ensnared by the strange woman. She has her claws dig deep up in him to where she will not give his mind a second to breathe. And she's reinforced by these demons. The demons are holding you down, and that strange woman is working on your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? She's basically raping you. She's raping your mind. She's raping your mind. You're being held down, all right, in your mind, and that strange woman is taking turns on your ass, man. You're a prisoner, and every time she wants, she just comes to you and she just takes turns on your ass while you're being held down by these demons. All right, to put it in in terms, okay, that's what happens with these people. That's why they get so messed up over such a simple thing, because they're trapped. They can't move, almost like quicksand. Every small move you do, you sink deeper. All right, and then they start off with one thing, and then another, and next thing you know, they just gone all the way with it, bug the hell out. All right. So let's keep going. It says here, verse 16, I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works and fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Now notice one thing, right? When we read concerning the virtuous woman, which is wisdom, her approach was completely different than the strange woman. Strange woman is what? Enticing you. Oh, I just laid my bed, fine linen. You even know what that is? You ever slept on fine linen before? You know what I'm saying? She said, well, I perfumed my bed. It smells good, man. You're going to love this. And she's wrapping her hand around you. You know what I'm saying? She's tickling your ears, touching you. Oh, really? Fine linen? These simple-minded dudes, they following her. She's using these, I'm like I said, I'm talking metaphorically. So she got you all playing with your mind, tickling you, touching you, telling you all these sweet things. It says, come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. You know what I'm saying? She's telling you the things that it sounds so nice is because them demons are on you. So on initial impact, it sounds like the best thing out there. You don't got to work for it. She came for you. She telling you all these good things that could happen. Shit, I might as well. But it tells you with wisdom, you got to work. Hot as hell. You sweating bullets. Your back hurts. You out here, putting in hard ass work. Sometimes you sit back, you like, man, what the hell, man? You know what I'm saying? Why I got to do all this just for, But it's going to be worth it at the end. That's why the scriptures say, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. Because in the beginning, you don't really know where it's going to lead. in the beginning, you don't have the true experience of what it's gonna be like. At the end, you can tell this was good or bad. At the end, you can tell this, then the third. All right. Hey, you can see a woman, she looks bad as hell, and then you spend one night with her, you like, that was horrible. You know? That was horrible. She's not hygienically clean. It was whack. It was loose. It's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway. It was just horrible. You wouldn't know because on impact, you like, shit, like she looks like, da 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 da. But that's why better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So in the beginning, like it says, wisdom is gonna walk with you by crooked ways. You're gonna be on some like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm lifting boulders. You know what I'm saying? My shoulder hurts. It's hot as hell. Can I get a bottle of water? Nah, I gotta keep working. You go through all this hell, but in the end, it's gonna be worth it. And that's why in Luke it tells you about those that weep now shall laugh later. Those that laugh now shall weep later. Because right now these people dealing with the strange woman, they think it's good. It's fun. Oh yeah, because they're in the beginning. All right, and we're the ones who are struggling. We're the ones who are breaking our backs right now to get the fruits and the blessings of wisdom. But see, at the end of it, all right, we're the ones who are gonna be rejoicing. We're the ones who are going to be laughing at the end. Because when you're in the hot sun working, it's not fun. All right? But at the end, you're going to enjoy it. So when all is said and done, when we manage to escape and we get the new bodies and we get the chariots and the kingdom and all these blessings, the first go around, we're going to be happy as hell. That is going to be the end of the thing that we were working for. These people, their end is going to be destruction. So they're going to be in misery. That is the path that the strange woman is going to lead these people down. All right. So continuing, it says, verse 18, come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves, for the good man is not at home. Her adulterous ass. And here's the thing. She's telling you, all right, that what you're doing is wrong. But she's making what you're doing sound so nice and sweet that you still do it. A lot of these people are in these philosophies. They're bugged out. They know, a part of them knows that what they're teaching or what they're saying or what they believe is bugged out and is wrong. But it's just, them demons are just so strong and enticing that they still do it anyway. Because he's dealing with the strange woman. He knows that clearly she's married. She just said she paid her vows. And she just said the good man ain't at home. But instead of him, but remember, he's simple. Because when we read earlier, it says he's simple and void of understanding. And the scriptures say that, I think it says, he that committeth adultery lacketh understanding, all right, or sinneth against his own soul. So he's doing all these things. Really, this account is him committing spiritual adultery. Okay? Now, he's doing all these things because he's void of understanding. Remember, he's simple. So he hears, oh, the good man ain't at home. Somebody who is wise would say, oh, so you're trying to commit adultery with me and your husband is not at home. I'm not with it. You're going to see it as a bad thing, as a trap. What is the man void of understanding see it as? An opportunity. Oh, he ain't home? Oh, that's lit. That means you got the free crib. So then that's a good opportunity for me to pull up. That's how he's thinking. Because what? He's void of understanding. He's getting caught up in a trap. All right? Now, when the husband comes home with a 12-gauge shotgun and blows his brain apart, and he's out here walking around with an eye patch getting called patchy because he got one eyeball hanging out because his brain got shot up, he's going, oh, why, God, why did you put me through this? Simple. All right? So, let's keep going. It says, for the good man, verse 19, for the good man is not at home. He is gone a long journey. He hath taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed. Now, once again, the strange woman is everywhere. She takes many forms. The strange woman isn't just, the strange woman can come in so many different ways. The strange woman comes in these demons, You thinking, for example, you putting the Lord off day to day, that's an attribute of dealing with a strange woman. Because She'll whisper in your ear and make it sound like it's okay to do that. And if you don't have wisdom, you're gonna actually fall into that trap, because when you start going off, man, you don't just boom all at once. Okay, yep, like the brother says, seducing spirits. And when you start going off, man, these wicked thoughts start coming into your mind. That's a strange woman. Imagine you being upstairs, right? Imagine this scenario: you upstairs in your house, wisdom is with you, maybe she's asleep, and the strange woman is outside calling out your name, whispering to you, telling you to come downstairs, come on. That's what it is. Then when these demons start talking to you, when they're trying to get you to do something wicked. Temptation is the voice of the strange woman. She's whispering onto you, hey, come down, let me just talk to you, let me just see your face, come on, just look at me. Why? Because she dressed provocatively. She takes it step by step. Just look at me. Then you look, and then you see something that, she purposely slipped down the strap or something, showing a little nipple or something, knowing that that's going to get you excited. All right. Then and if you keep looking and you keep listening, you keep taking heed, you keep going down the path of temptation, next thing you know, you go from looking out your window at that strange woman to now making excuses to wisdom as to why you got to go downstairs real quick. Then you go downstairs, then you end up with her in the car, then you end up in some, I don't know, tucker hole somewhere. Some area that you don't even know what business, you got no business being there. You done left wisdom at home and you dealing with the strange woman. That is what temptation does. Temptation is the voice of the strange woman that brings you into her. And next thing you know, you messed up. So strange woman comes in many, many, many different forms, man. Thank you. Yashua the Chosen, Ecclesiastes 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Hey, and the type of individual that the strange woman loves the most is a prudent man, a man of truth. Man, that strange woman, if she can get, all right, and really she's sent by Satan anyway. She's just another form of Satan. But if she can get her hands on somebody who's in this truth, man, or an upright man, so they go the hardest when it comes to us, man. That's why the Lord said, if you come to serve him, you come to deal with women, you come to deal with wisdom, prepare your soul for temptation. That strange woman gonna come and try to talk to you. She's gonna try to holler at you. She's gonna try to send you nude pictures. She gonna do whatever it is to try and seduce you. All right? But you gotta be strong, man. And then eventually it gets to a point where she gets old. Like, I'll give you an example. You ain't gonna see, unless the Lord, all right, puts it, like, he's like, nah, I'm done with you, and da-da-da-da-da. He takes wisdom away from you, he bugs you out. But other than that, if you're a man of the Lord, you ain't gonna, at some point it gets old. You see the same whore down the street every day. You see her taking in these different men. You're not gonna get tempted by that. You're gonna be disgusted by it. Like, you ain't gonna see Apostle Tahar get tempted to go into Christianity. Cause he's been doing this thing for so long. It's like him seeing the whore down the block every day. He's like, you still here? You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't even try to holler at him no more. She like, man, he even gonna try to listen no more, man. You know what I'm saying? She try to even dress modest when he see him coming around. But just using him as an example, that's how it is with true men of the Lord, the sincere, all right, sheep. She ain't gonna try to holler at you. Cause she gonna be like, man, I tried when he was new. And that's why when you first come into the truth, that's when the temptations are the hardest. He's new, he doesn't have experience. Let me get him now. But you stay grounded, you grow. It gets to the point where she ain't even gonna try to holler at you no more. She's gonna, man, whatever. Hey, how you doing? Probably gonna show you some respect. Who knows? All right. But let's keep going. Proverbs chapter 7, continuing at verse 21. It says, with her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. I don't know. I mean, you're married, look, what if he comes home? But with her fair speech, she caused him to yield. Here it is. Even though he's simple, a part of him in his conscience is like, yo, that's not a good idea. But as he's trying to say that, as he's trying to tell her, I don't think, because when you actually start talking, it actually starts to affect you in a way. If you start talking and that's why some people, when they go through, certain tough situations, they'll actually start reciting things. They'll start, like, don't do it, don't break. And then it'll actually help them. So When the second, he starts talking, now I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, because you are married. Then she put her hand on his lip, shh, 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 she started rubbing him down and all of that. Then he stops talking. Then he falls right back into the trance that she's trying to put him in. That's why it says what? With her fair speech, okay? With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. So she ain't gonna transform into the She-Hulk and grab your ass and, hold you down. But she gonna, with the way she's talking and how she's moving, and you telling her no, but she already getting on top of you, and she just dragging you, like the more you say no, the more she's doing. And she forced him, because he's simple. He was saying no, but he didn't really mean it. He wasn't grounded enough to be like, nah, and actually mean it. And where he went wrong was even following her in the first place, So these different philosophies will come your way. People will try to tell you certain things. Yo, honestly, man, nah, that Israelites, nah, that's not it, bro. Nah, you can't really believe that. What, a man's gonna come from the sky? This book was written by a white man. Nah, man, they put that there to confuse you. That's not true. And if you're not firm and you tell them, nah, you bugging out, bro. Or you could just tell them, all right, you believe what you believe, I believe what I believe, and you go your way. When you stop and entertain these other philosophies and you listening and, yeah, let me try to find the middle ground between us, soon you're going to start going more in towards their direction. Next thing you know, you start thinking different. Next thing you know, you out here saying the same thing they're saying. Once again, the strange woman. All right. So it says, with the flattering of her lips, she forced him. He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks. All right. Now, I believe I looked this up before. Stocks basically, I know they did that to Jeremiah. Basically, it's like brothers can look it up, but if I remember correctly, it's like like in the ancient times, they'll show you like prisoners, they'll put their head and their hands, in like little holes in like a wooden structure. Like your head is stuck in there and your hands are stuck in there. You just standing there. Like you might see in certain shows, like two prisoners talking to each other and they just hear like this, so why you in here? And the other guy's also in there like that, and they're in there for a long period of time. It's a form of punishment because, like even when you sit down for a long period of time, you got to get up and stretch, but they're purposely stuck in a certain position for so long, it starts to hurt your body because you're not able to move or cause a blood flow, stretch, crack your spine, whatever it may be. All right. And also I know they would do it with your feet to where they would maybe like have you sit down and then just have your feet straight, to where your foot is just straight like that. You can't bend your knees, none of that stuff. All right. But going on, so like it says, he goeth after her straightaway as an ox goeth to the slaughter, because he's going, but what's his end gonna be? He's gonna be destroyed. All right. So you following these philosophies, you thinking that you good, what I'm saying? It's giving you clout, it's giving you fans, it's giving you all these different things, guess what? That's that fair speech, and you're gonna be destroyed. All right. It says, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks, till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life. All right. The brother said it's called pillory. Okay, that's right. So basically, you following this strange woman, like it says here. Listen to the examples it's giving. All right. It says, you're going to be there till a dart strike through his liver because you're not going to expect it. All right. As a bird hasteth to the snare. Where you're being led is a snare. Like they have something called bait, where they, you come here, they put little treats and then you picking up the treat, you going, you cut the corner, you picking up the treat, and then you end up in a trap. Because you're so focused on the treat that you're not looking around your surroundings like, hold up, where the hell am I? What I'm saying? I've been following these little cookie crumbs on the floor for so long. Where the hell am I? Next thing you know, you in a trap. That's what these 2/3 and these other people are gonna be like. They're gonna be like this, like this, like this, and then when they pick their heads up, they're gonna see the missiles coming. Oh shit! Then they get burnt up. All right.
The water, brother, Yashua the Chosen. The pillory is a device made of a wooden or metal framework erected on a post with holes for securing the heads and hands, formerly used for punishment by public humiliation and often further physical abuse. Exactly. All right, like it says, the correction of the stocks, punishment. Okay, so going on, it says here, verse 24. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thine heart decline to her ways. You hear that? Let not your heart decline to her ways. When you submit yourself onto the strange woman, onto these different philosophies, you're declining your heart onto her ways. Okay, you're leaving your power and you're giving up your power. You're coming down to a lower level so that you can be destroyed. All right. It says, let not thine heart decline to her ways, go not astray in her paths. Because as you're following her, you're going off the right path. All right. It says, for she hath cast down many wounded, yea, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, all right, to the grave, to your death, going down to the chambers of death, all right. So, and that's pretty much it on that, all right. But just going to show you, man, that the blessings of an intelligent man, if you have, all right, wisdom, or if you're an intelligent man, you're gonna avoid that. You're not gonna be caught up into it. You're gonna, like, as the scriptures say, a prudent man looketh into his goings. You're gonna be like a prudent man, all right. Now let's see. Let's get a couple of these precepts, and then we'll close it out. Let's see. Walk circumspectly, 144. Uh, 1 Peter 2:6. Wherefore also it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Sion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. Exactly. You know, because if you believe on Yahushai, hey, as the scriptures say, Yahushai said he comes in a volume of the book. So if you believe in Yahushai, you're not going to be confounded. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to fall for these. Why do you think the scripture said shall be the stability of thy times? You're going to be stable. Right now, we see the things coming. We like, all right, okay, we're not bugging out. When E came with this whole pandemic situation, we didn't lose our minds. It was expected. We were actually getting precepts going into it. Hey, look, this can actually become this. This could lead to that. We told you they would do this. We're not losing our minds. We're stable because we expect these things to happen. We're not confounded by these things that are happening. All right, and actually, let me get a quick precept. In the book of Luke. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 15. It says, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. All right. So the Lord said he's going to what? Give us a mouth and wisdom that all of our adversaries are not going to be able to gainsay nor resist. All right. So we're going to be good, man. All right. Blessings of an intelligent man. Okay. And that's why wisdom is to be highly esteemed. But how do you get wisdom? Let's get that real quick. All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And it's a package. All right. When you're dealing with this truth, man, you're going to gain the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding. All right. Which comes from first fearing the Lord. So you want to get the blessings of an intelligent man. Now it's just a title, intelligent man. All right. Because really the elect, which consists of men, women, and children, all right, are going to have to some level, all right, or to a degree, the wisdom of the Lord. All right. Now there's different levels to it, but nonetheless, in general, you're going to have the wisdom of the Lord. All right. And that's what's going to keep you what? Stable in these times to come. All right. So I'm pretty much going to end it there. Lord willing, those that tuned in, you were edified. All right. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kodash. Until next time, man, just stay in the spirit. All right. As you can see the things that are happening, man, the Lord's about to get us out of here, man, but we're going to be all right. All right. So stay in the spirit. Shalom.